All right, shall we, my friends?
Yes.
Okay, I will mute us and we will start in child's pose to begin.
I knew that.
You knew that. You could have guessed it, I'm sure. All right, here we go. Bring your big toes together, knees wide, nice, comfortable distance apart. We'll just take a little time here to settle in to this space. Take a scan of your body. Notice where you might be tight or holding on to tension. And take a few full, deep breaths here, filling your belly and lungs with air on the inhale. And pressing all of the air out on the exhale. Just notice your body get softer with each breath. And not only are we creating space in the body here to begin, but also space in between your thoughts. Just quieting down. I invite you to set an intention for your practice as you call in whatever it is you could use more of in this space. Allowing your intention to become a part of your practice along with your breath. And with that, let's begin to integrate some movement into the body. We'll go ahead and just extend the arms forward if they're not already, and come into downward facing dog. Shifting through tabletop, tucking your toes, lifting your knees, tailbone high. Bend into your right knee, press your left heel down towards the mat. Maybe it connects as you press your chest towards your right thigh. And we'll switch, bend into your left knee, straighten your right leg, press your heel down. And straighten your left leg out. Bend into both knees, bear pose. Hips are high, strong in your arms. Take another inhale, straighten your legs, exhale. Inhale, come up high on your toes. Exhale, pivot your heels to the right corner of your mat. Cross your left foot behind. Find that on the left side. Come back up through center, high on your toes, and pivot to the left. Cross your right foot behind. Come up through center, high on your toes. And release your heels down. Take your gaze to the top of your mat. Walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Find length in your spine. Inhale. Hold your body in. Exhale. With feet about hip distance apart, take opposite elbows. We'll find some movement here, rocking from side to side. And come back to center, releasing the bind. Keep your feet where they are, about that hip distance apart. Inhale for length in your spine. Find a half lift, either fingertips to the mat or hands to your shins. Extend your arms forward to frame the sides of your face. Torso lifts to about parallel. You can have a slight bend in your knees here if your hamstrings feel tight. Spine is nice and long. And on an inhale, come to stand. Arms reach up and overhead as you lengthen up and get tall. Exhale, bring your hands together at your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Hold it here. Keep your right hand to your left wrist. Lengthen up on the inhale. Lean over to the right as you exhale. Press your hips to the left. Equal weight in your feet. Feel the stretch along the left side of your body. Come up to center. Switch your grip, left hand, right wrist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean over to the left. Come up to center. Release your grip. Take your hands behind your back and release your fingers. Rock your shoulder blades together as you inhale, your heart open to the sky. Exhale, fold forward with your hands down. Let the weight of your arms carry you into your fold. Tighten up your grip if you have the space. Taking the space from in between your palms. Without flinging your arms, release your bind, hands down to the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold it in. Plant your palms back to plank pose, your upper push-up position. Holding here nice and strong. Your heels press gently back. Engage your legs. Draw your low belly in, and the space between your shoulder blades, press it up. Strong in your arms. Shift your weight forward slightly over your wrist, lower down halfway, and hover. Press right back up to plank pose. We'll take it again. Inhale, lower. You can always place your knees down for support. Press it up. One more. Inhale, bend your elbows. Press it up. Fold here. Take an inhale. Lower all the way to your belly, elbows in nice and close. Release the tops of your feet. Palms stay planted. Cobra on an inhale. Draw your heart space forward. Lift your chest. Exhale, lower down. Let's take that 2 more times. Inhale, Cobra. Press the top of your feet into the mat. Kneecaps lift. Engage your seat. Exhale, lower. We'll take 1 more. Inhale, come up as high as feels good on your low back. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes under, press up to plank pose, nice and strong. Downward facing dog, exhale. On an inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step, walk, or float to the top of your mat. Half lift, inhale for length. Exhale, fold, sweep your arms up. Inhale, lengthen up, reach up, get tall. Hands to heart space. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Fold forward, dive down, hinge. Half lift, inhale for length, spine long. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step it back to plank pose. Shift forward slightly over your wrist, lower down halfway. Come onto the tops of your feet, straighten your arms upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step, walk, or float. Lengthen, inhale. Fold it in, exhale, sweep your arms up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Relax your arms. Utkatasana, one breath. Bend your knees, lower your seat, sweep your fingertips to the mat and arms reach forward and up. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift, inhale, lengthen. Plant your palms, step it back, plank pose, lower with control. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Bend your knee and stack your hips. So we'll take some movement or stillness here, strong in your left leg, equal weight in your arms. Straighten your leg back out, lift it higher on an inhale. And as you exhale, shift your weight forward over your wrist, bringing your knee in to touch your nose. Press up through the back of your heart space. Palms stay flat to the mat as you step your right foot in between your hands. Turn your left foot flat. Inhale, arms reach, forward and up. Left hip draw it forward, right hip back, bend into your right knee, lengthen out of the sides of your body. Take another inhale as you reach up, reach back, go back, back bend. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back to plank pose, lower with control. Inhale. Knees downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale your left leg high. Bend your knees, stack your hips. So same thing, that movement or stillness, creating space. Straighten your left leg back out. Lift it higher on an inhale. Round it in, knee to nose. Press it through the back of your heart space and you're high on your back toes. Palms stay planted. See if you can keep them flat. As you step your left foot in between your hands, toes meet your fingertips. Right foot flat. Inhale, arms reach, forward and up. Sink into it. Make your adjustments. Energize up through your fingertips, nice and strong in your shape. Take another inhale as you reach up, reach back. Open your heart to the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back. Plank pose and lower with control. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step, walk, or float. Half lift, inhale for length. Fold it in, exhale, Utkatasana, one breath, bend your knees, lower your seat. Come to stand, hands together, your heart space, exhale. Relax your arms. Utkatasana, bend your knees, lower your seat, sweep your fingertips to the mat and up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift, inhale for length. Plant your palms, step it back, plank pose, lower with control. Inhale, cobra or upward. Exhale, downward facing. Same exhale, step your right foot in between your hands, left foot flat. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands down, step it back. Plank pose, lower with control. Follow your breath, inhale. Downward facing, exhale, same exhale, left foot forward, right foot flat. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back, lower with control. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. Notice the space you're creating with your breath. Body and mind, a little softer. Everything else kind of falls to the background here. On an inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step, walk, or float. Half lift, inhale for length. Fold it in, exhale, Utkatasana, bend your knees, lower your seat, one breath. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Half lift, inhale for length. Plant your palms, step it back, plank pose, lower with control. Inhale, downward facing dog, exhale. On an inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step, walk, or float. Lengthen, inhale. Fold it in, exhale. Feet are about hip distance apart. Take your left hand to your hip. Your right hand, two peace fingers to your big toe. Tap it off with your thumb. So if we have this space, we're coming to stand with a straight leg. Otherwise, you come up to stand with a bent knee, maybe no hand to foot connection at all. Nice. Straight leg if you have it. Otherwise, your right hand can be on your shin. That's an option as well. Open your right leg out to the side. Your left arm opens. Your gaze follows your left fingertips, perhaps. Nice. Hips nice and neutral. Breathe as you stand nice and tall. Come through center. Switch your grip. Left hand to the outside of your right foot or to your shin. Gaze past your right fingertips, so right arm reaches back, shoulders in one line. Grow tall through the crown of your head, twisting around a long spine. Come to center, right leg straighten it forward, arms reach up to the sky, flex your foot. Nice, keep your right leg lifted. Maybe your ankle, your knee and hip are in one line. Take an inhale, bring your hands to your heart as you float your right leg behind you, torso parallel, warrior three. Arms extend out like airplane wings. Nice strong standing leg. Keep the length. Place your right hand down, left arm opens to the sky. Few more breaths. Strong standing leg, long lifted leg. Reach up to your left fingertips. Last few breaths, bend your right knee if you have it, left hand to foot. Let's see what comes up. Draw your left shoulder back. If you have your foot, float it back, left arm to the sky. Place your left hand down. Walk your hands in towards your standing leg, standing split. One or both hands can wrap. We're here for a few more breaths. Can you stay? Take another inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, your right foot meets your left. Inhale for length. Fold it in, exhale. Again, feet are about hip distance apart. Right hand to your hip, left hand, two peace fingers to your big toe, cap it off. Then we're coming up to stand. Maybe with a straight leg, so you're really grounding into the four corners of your right foot. Find your balance. Stand up tall. And you can have your shin. Open your left leg out to the side. Your right arm opens up. Gaze follows, maybe your right fingertips. Notice your breath here, how much concentration it takes to stay balanced.
Notice that the mind really doesn't wander much here, and if it does, we tend to maybe fall out. Come through center and switch your grip. Right hand outside of left foot or to your shin. Grow tall, left arm opens up behind you. Can you follow your fingertips with your gaze? Nice. And when we fall out, exactly, we just rebuild. Set up your foundation. Nice, breathe. Stand tall, grow tall through the crown of your head. Come back to center with control. Left leg extends forward, arms to the sky. Lift your left leg. Notice how much strength it takes just to keep your leg lifted. Take an inhale, hands through heart space, float your left leg behind you, torso parallel. Keep your left hip point drawn down. Arms fly out like airplane wings. Take up space. Left hand down, right arm opens out and up. Stack your shoulders. Bend your left knee if you're moving on, hand to the foot. Float your leg back if you took that. And place your right hand down, standing split. Just a few breaths here. Where can you go? Bring your body in close. Lift your left leg high. And notice if your lifted leg is hanging out. Can you engage it? Take another inhale, lift a little higher. And exhale, left foot meets your right. Inhale for length. Plant your palms, step it back, plank pose, lower with control. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Deep breaths back in your downward facing dog. Active pose. On an inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Step, walk, or float. Half lift, inhale for length. Fold it in. Exhale, Utkatasana. Bend your knees, lower your seat. Arms reach up. Bring your hands together, your heart space. Ground down in the four corners of your left foot, finding figure four here. So you'll come onto your right toes, find your balance, and then bring your right ankle, place it just above your left knee. So that figure four, relax your right knee back, sit your seat back. So rather than down, think about back, like there's that rolling chair. You're trying to catch it with your seat. You can stay right here, maybe this is enough. You could bring your forearms down onto your right leg for some support and to help you press your right knee down. You could place your fingertips all the way down to the mat and straighten your standing leg. You could take an arm balance here. So maybe you're hooking your right toes around your left tricep, finding that shelf, and then floating your left leg back. Wherever you are, if you took a variation, coming back to that figure four with control. Step your right foot down, relax your arms, come to stand, and let it go. Nice. Let it go. Finding Utkatasana from here, bend your knees, lower your seat, arms reach up. Hands to heart space, and we'll just take it the other way. Grounding into the four corners of your right foot, come onto your left toes. Bring your ankle up, cross it over, sit your seat back. Spine is long here. And then your variation, maybe relaxing your arms or bringing your fingertips down. Or that arm balance on this side. And knowing this side may be different than the other side. Most likely, in some way, it is. Nice. If we took a variation, coming back to that figure four, hands at heart, seat is low and back. Step it down, relax your arms. Let it go. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Fold forward, dive down, hinge. Half lift, inhale, lengthen. Plant your palms, step it back, plank pose, lower with control. Inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Stepping between your hands, stay on the ball of your back foot. Hold it here, pop up onto your fingertips, lengthen your spine. Let's reach your arms forward, frame the sides of your face. Hover above the top of your thighs, so there's a few inches there of space. Bring your hands to your heart space. Take your left elbow, hook it to the outside of your right thigh. Press your top palm into your bottom palm so much, hands move to heart space. Fly your arms if that's available. Left hand down on the outside of your right foot, right arm to the sky. Take your right hand behind your back if you have a partial or even a full bind. Draw your right shoulder back. Strong back leg. If your arms, hands back to heart space in this twist. Keep your body low as you unwind, hands down to the mat on the inside of your right foot. So you're just gonna walk your right foot out a few inches, release your back knee, release your toes. Come down onto your forearms if you have this space. Draw your right knee in towards the midline of your body. Walk your right foot out a few inches to the right. Turn your toes slightly out and take your right hand, press your right knee away from you. Look over your right shoulder. Bend your left knee, take your right hand to the top of your foot. Draw your right shoulder back, let your right knee fall away. And release. Let's find a split here, walking your right foot in a few inches and straighten it forward. You could stay on your back knee for support. You could straighten both legs. You could place your block under your right knee even for support. And then find what feels best here, whether that means you're keeping your torso lifted or perhaps folding forward. Both hip points forward. So notice that left hip, if you can gently drop forward. Let's bend back into your front knee. Tuck your toes on your back foot. Lift your knee off of the mat. Let's sweep your right leg back into a three-legged dog. So right leg high behind you. And from here, we're opening up into this side like plank starfish. Turning your left foot flat or to the outer edge of your left foot. Lean into your left hand. Your right arm opens. Balance. So right leg is super high, hips lift. Right arm extends up. Maybe your gaze starts to look up for your right fingertips. Find your balance. Place your right hand back down. Right leg is high, that three-legged dog. Come forward to plank pose. Maybe keep your right leg lifted. Absolutely an option. And lower with control. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Hop up onto your fingertips. Lengthen. Arms extend forward, frame the sides of your face. Hands to heart space. Keep the length in your spine as you twist. Right elbow hooks to the outside of your left leg. Press your top palm. Fly your arms. If you took that variation on the other side, bind perhaps. Stack your shoulders, draw your left shoulder back. Hands back to heart space if they're not already. Keep your body low, slowly unwind, placing your hands down on the inside of your left foot. Relax your back knee, release your toes. Coming down onto your forearms or a block if you have the space. You can always stay on your palm. See what comes up. Walk your left foot slightly left, toes turn out. Take your left hand, press your left knee away from you. Gaze over your left shoulder. And if it's available to you, bend your right knee, left hand to foot. Spiral your heart open towards the sky. Where can you find more space? And slowly release. You'll find your split here. Easing into it. Allowing your breath to guide you. Notice your right hip point, drawing it gently forward. And then your variation, if you stay lifted or fold, going to that space where you feel the effort. Bend back into your front knee. Tuck your toes on your back foot. Lift your knee. Again, stepping back to that three-legged dog, sweeping your left leg up high behind you. Rolling to the outer edge of your right foot. Lean into your right hand and open your left arm up to the sky. So you're stacking your shoulders, stacking your hips, taking your variation if this isn't it. Nice. Nice and strong. Breathe. Place your left hand gently back down. Left leg is high. Inhale. That three-legged dog. Come through center. Maybe left leg stays lifted. Lower with control. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Come down onto your knees. Swing your legs around to the top of your mat. Legs extend long. Take room for your sits bones. Flex your feet, sit up tall. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, hinge. Reach for something. Take an inhale, get some lift. And exhale, fold your body down. Stretch the entire back side of your body. And slowly come up, make your way down onto your back. And once you're on your back, plant your feet, knees over your ankles, feet are hip distance apart. We'll take one final heart opener. So you can take bridge with your arms drawn down the sides of your body. You could flip your palms to the outsides of your ears. So wherever you are here, press your hands and feet into the mat and lift your hips. Your knees track forward over your toes. Engage your seat. Your heart and sternum press up and back away from your knees. Strong here. Breathe. Take another inhale, lift a little higher, and exhale, slowly lower down. Extend your legs long down the mat. Reach your arms up and overhead as you reach through your fingers and toes. Get nice and long here. Hug your right knee into your chest, give it a squeeze. Take your right knee across your left side, anchor it down, gaze to the right. See if you can keep both shoulders resting on the mat. Come back to center, hug your right knee back in, give it a squeeze. Straighten your right leg down the mat, arms reach up and overhead, inhale. Left knee hugs in, give it a squeeze. Take it across your right side. Gaze left. Come back to center, hug your left knee in. Hug your right knee in as well, both knees draw into your chest. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Your feet are side by side. Flex your feet. Take your hands to the outside of your feet. If you can reach, hold this grip with your hands to your feet and relax your head back down to the mat. A slight tilt of your chin so the back of your neck is long. Press your low back down. Open up to happy baby. Taking movement or stillness here. Flirting with two straight legs, of course, is an option. Find what feels good. Bring your legs up to the sky. So together and up to the sky. Draw your arms down the sides of your body. Of course, the option to stay right here is a great option. If shoulder stand is in your practice, go ahead and lift your hips and bring your hands to your low back. Perfect. Another option is to place your block under your low back for some lift. Gaze stays lifted at your toes. Keep your legs nice and engaged. Find room to breathe. Take your legs overhead. Toes or toenails may or may not connect. See if you can get your toenails to connect. Hands can stay at your low back or down the mat. Maybe interlace your fingers.
Bend your knees, give your ears a squeeze, Karnakidasana. And up through shoulder, standard with bent knees. Guide your hips all the way down, nice and slow with control. And once your hips touch down, extend your legs down. And we'll make our way into our final shape. With your feet falling open. Palms flip open, relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Soften the space in between your eyes. And as thoughts come, allow them to come. And let them go. Try not to hold on to them or grasp to them. And if you need an anchor to this present moment, you can come back to your breath. Or maybe to a sound around you. Maybe to your heartbeat. Finding stillness and space. Shavasana. Bring awareness back. Awareness to your breath. to the space around you. Gentle movement back into your body. So wiggle your fingers and toes. And circle your ankles and wrists. And rock your head gently, side to side. Whatever organic movement feels good as you come back to the space. Bend your knees, roll over onto your side. And gently press up to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands together at your heart space. Your thumbs connect to your heartbeat, this space, this place of compassion, of love, of healing. Thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing me to guide you this morning. Thank you for being here to share your practice, your spirit, your energy with me. Have a beautiful, peaceful rest of your day. Carry a sense of peace and calm with you as you move off of the mat and into the world. It is always my wish, may you, may we, may all living beings be happy, healthy, and free. Namaste. Thank you, thank you.